what do you see in the
Yeah.
future for this?
I I definitely see it as, people are gonna realize that, as much as you need your business cards and you need a website, you're gonna need a book just to kind of come across as that credible, that authority and everything. One thing I would really like to see, which it's funny because I just did a newsletter yesterday on Sub or day before on Substack and then yesterday on LinkedIn about when we were children and you had books, they were very interactive. You had to open little doors, you had to slide the picture
Ah,
thing, you had to do all these different things. And I think books are slowly in the adult world are slowly coming back to that. Kind of like I mentioned, like House of Leaves is a book. It's a read, but the whole layout of the book is actually part of the story. Because there's times you got to keep twisting the book around, it's upside down. But it all goes with the characters who are telling like the 4 different stories going on in that book. And even like nonfiction, David McCullough did 1776, and where it's like, hey, George Washington wrote a letter to so and so. Well, there's an insert you pull out, take it out of the envelope, and it's like a replica
oh,
of like
wow.
this kind of like tan looking paper that he would have written on in his handwriting of that letter. And then you put it back in, you talk and you keep reading, and there's just a little map of what he would have used or any of the other, figures in that era. And it's just becoming very interactive. I think once business books kind of figure some things out and start to be interactive in that way, people are going to know your book. They're going to remember your book because they were interactive with it. It's not like, oh, I read it, highlighted a few things, I'm done. It's
Yeah.
just there were all these things like when we were kids, the pop-up books. Every time you turn the page, this huge like
Yes.
diagram thing just popped up and it was really cool. And we get away from that as we get older. And I just feel if those things start coming back into adult books, they'll read more. And now there's immersive reading where you buy the audio but you have the physical book and you read along with it while
Oh,
you're
I love
listening
that.
because you're seeing and hearing and you're absorbing.
Yes, that is fantastic. I love that, and you are right, I never thought about that, like, when we were kids, like, the books were very interactive, and
Yeah.
you've given me some good ideas, Tim, I love this.
When you had books like on, these are the animals you meet at the zoo. They have the tiger fur, the elephant skin, and you can kind of feel it. They have that little circle and you could kind of,
Yes.
feel that material in a way. Just those kind of things, just making it very, interactive for kids. It's just like we should be doing that as adults and, people are not
Yep,
going to read your book. They're going to remember your book.
absolutely. Yeah, and I think it helps with, people talk about short attention spans now because everything is like these short clips and reels. I think making it interactive kind of counterbalances that,
Yeah.
and yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's going to
awesome,
be
like
more work in the design and the print
yes.
aspect of things, but still, it's just, I think it would be worth it to do a few books that way and just kind of, see what pattern develops.